let's begin the show.
The producer should be holding that up there.
Dun, dun.
I think someone said too much drink. I'm able to hide my drunkenness. He has had a half a beer.
Yeah, right. What?
Hey, how do you stop this? Hey, welcome to Stuck in Beta.
Turn it down.
I am Greg. With me is two guys named Josh. How you doing?
Doing great, Greg.
Good, Greg.
You know, we were set to go like 45 minutes ago, and now we've kind of lost our
Close
edge.
out like that?
You know what I'm saying? I don't have a
all
good
your
traveling system.
Yeah, well, we've been on you about it for at least a year now.
But we haven't
Outside,
we haven't
on
traveled.
vacation.
We haven't traveled.
Well-
We need a good traveling system, and we need. Apparently, Bauman needs to update his Wi-Fi or
Whatever, it's
something.
Google Wi-Fi. It's the same as your house.
I don't know. You
It's
have
streaming fine.
Is it plugged into a
Try your
dog turd?
Try that damn same app at your house, and I bet it doesn't work. I bet it does the same.
Oh,
damn
I
thing.
bet it works great.
Bullshit.
I've had no issues.
As you can tell, we've been drinking.
Yeah.
So what's on the agenda today?
have
Let's
three
see.
items.
We did. We're going to talk about your sump pump. So why are we here?
Oh,
man.
We are in.
I have to say, I'm fascinated by this whole
I know
process.
you
are.
I
I
know.
can't.
I was going to call you out on
Yeah.
that. I'm like, I cannot believe this guy keeps asking questions, asking for updates.
Yeah.
How's it going?
So
Have they
I'm
poured the concrete
fascinated
yet?
by that stuff.
Do you have a sump? in your
Yes.
house here? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's
I think you have.
It's
to.
standard now.
Yeah. If it's
Yeah.
not a walkout basement, you have to have a sump, right?
and I know.
No, walkout. Mine's a walkout. And has
Is
a
it?
sump. Yeah.
I
All
thought
houses.
For some reason that,
All new construction over the last
Okay.
at least 20 years has a sump pump. Probably
Yeah.
more, probably way more than that.
I think it's part of code now.
My parents
that-
don't, but theirs was built in probably 77.
Yeah, that's.
I'd say it's
mine
fine.
was 75.
Oh.
20, 25 years.
Yeah.
But all houses have
So
one.
anyway,
Yours did not have a very good one.
if you're
But it had one, but there was no drain tile.
Yeah.
It was just a hole.
Yeah.
if you're a regular listener, we're having this conversation with. They're like, what the heck are they talking? If you're a regular listener, or if you're not, we've had some water issues in my studio,
Studio.
Right.
which happens to reside in the basement. The rain this year has been horrible. I mean, we've had lots of rain. There's flooding everywhere.
Second highest on record ever. In
Yeah.
St. Louis.
So it's I have. So normally basements would have a sump pump, it'd pump all the water out, and you'd be good. But in my basement, there was just a pit with a pump. So I mean, literally, I guess that is a sump pump, but there's no drain tile
Right.
that brought the water to.
And that's the
pit.
important. That's the important thing. In new construction, like my house here, there's drain tile on the inside of the foundation footing, and as well as on the outside of the foundation
Yeah.
footing. And houses, I don't know when, and maybe it was 20 years ago. That became part of code to do that. So your house is old enough to not have that.
Yeah. So we had to we had to have someone come in. So they came in, and these guys were very friendly.
I'm telling you what, they worked their asses off.
Yeah.
They got that done in a day.
Yeah. Well, they were afraid because the next day, today there was rain, and when there's rain or any kind of moisture
Sure.
in the air, concrete will not,
Right.
cure
Right.
very easily. So they wanted to get it done all in one day, and they were there from, they were about there 12 hours really.
Holy cow.
Because they got there at 7:30, left about 7:30.
Wow.
So, and
So what they do? Tell us what they did to your basement.
so we went with this. This is a local company, E.S. Leonard Contracting. I'll give them a
I know
plug.
them. Yeah.
Yeah. Really, they're out of DeSoto.
Yeah.
If anyone local are watching, really good work, very reasonable in their prices.
General contractor too, right?
Yeah, this is basically what he does, is foundation repair.
Oh, I
and-
thought he did. I thought he was a general too.
Yeah, I think he just does
Okay.
the foundation and basement leaking, but he came in, him and he had two guys with him. They so in the back of my house is there's a hill. It's not
Yeah.
a huge hill, but water rushes down.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you're at the bottom of. I mean, it's
a good
continuous
size hill.
slope. Like,
Yeah.
It's a
for a
slope,
couple hundred yards, probably.
right?
Yeah.
It's sloped towards the hill. So that side and
And it's important to note it's a cemetery, so there's nothing to.
oh, there's
like,
bodies.
Well, but there's nothing to obstruct that water flow coming down the hill into your backyard.
Right, sure. So basically, he was like, I think I can save you money by only doing two of the walls. Because normally you would do all four walls of the basement and go like a drainage tile and
Right.
then it go to a sump. I can save you money. We could try this, see what happens. If it doesn't, we could always do the rest. So we did, the wall that's facing the slope and then the other wall that is kind of prone to
Right.
water coming in. So they jackhammered, big trench all around the side.
It was what, about 4 or 5 inches wide, and you said about 10
No.
inches deep.
Well, I'd say about 10
Oh,
inches.
it's like a foot
Yeah, about 10 to 12 inches
wide.
wide.
And how deep?
I'd say about 10 inches.
Wow.
So you only have to get down past the concrete,
Okay.
and then the rest is digging. So
how did they get all that stuff out? In buckets? Did they
in buckets. So I don't have a walkout.
wow.
I don't have a walkout basement. So in buckets, out one of my windows,
window?
and it's those
okay.
little tiny windows.
Okay.
So and it's funny. I said you must have stock in buckets or something, because he probably had about 100 Home Depot
Wow.
Lowe's bucket, those type buckets, because he was collecting the old concrete
Right.
through there, and he was handing the river, because after they do that, they put in the pipe, and the pipe they don't use that black rigid
Really?
stuff. They use, it's more of a solid. He told me it's better because it won't
won't
crush.
Yeah.
It's a solid one. There's holes on the bottom, and there's holes that face the wall.
Interesting.
And they're big. They're about the size of a quarter, and they're about every 4 inches or so all along there. So any water that comes up from the
Right.
bottom or from the wall go in that pipe, and they end up in the sump pump and pump out. So they put in a layer of river rock, then the pipe, the pipe is wrapped in a fabric,
Yeah.
and then more river rock, then concrete on top. The thing is, when they were jackhammering and digging, water kept coming up from where they're digging, because underneath it was basically all water.
Yeah, you were sending pictures, and I was shocked at the amount of water that was in
Yeah.
that trench.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I
It
assume
shouldn't
it
be.
wasn't right away, but I mean, there was
Probably
standing water in
Well,
that
I mean,
trench.
think about all the water that we were stepping in whenever we were down there.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
the
was
water
up to
was
my
just
knee.
like seeping.
Yeah, it was up to my knees.
Yeah, it wasn't up to your knee. What?
No, I'm fascinated by that whole process. So how thick is the thin set of concrete they put on
Well,
top
it's not
of
that
it?
thick.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
not-
I
it
didn't
looked like
think
it was
so.
very
because they put river rock all the way, basically to the top,
Yeah,
and then
okay.
they just
He
put.
showed us a picture of that.
So I would be concerned, like when we do the show next week from your basement, the bar stool foot going through that.
So it's probably not gonna do that, but
Do you want that?
No.
The Coke.
Okay.
so, yeah. Outside the
Yeah.
bottle and the can. So we're gonna.
Two separate
Yeah.
sets of glasses.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's real thin set of concrete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No, I mean, this is a pretty cool process, and it's something that I know it would have been nice if we'd had it done a long time ago.
Well,
It's one of those hindsight things.
I know it.
If, I was gonna say, if like anybody's out there like thinking about it, or ever, I just do it. It's just a huge improvement to your home.
It is, and
But it's costly too.
It is costly, but I really think
But
that
you found that it varies significantly.
oh yeah, like I had two different I got 3 bids. 2 contractors were pretty close to the same. The other one was like probably about $3 to $4 grand more than the other 2.
Cow.
And didn't you have a big company like years ago?
Oh yeah, years ago,
And it was like really high.
and this was when I first like 2008 or so.
Wow.
And it was probably about it'd be about at least $3 grand more than again. So, and that was one of the bigger companies that that you see advertising.
Yeah.
I like to give work to the little guy,
Sure.
and more of the local guy.
Sure.
So it's nice, and the guys are good. They got it all done, and man, that thing is pumping.
I'm amazed at how much water that thing's pumping out.
Yeah, that's not a Coke.
Nope, that's a beer.
Oh, that's really cool though. It'd be really interesting. So we got rain today, and we got rain several days the rest of this week.
I haven't looked at the forecast that much.
Yeah, it's like Thursday,
Yeah.
Tuesday, Friday, Saturday.
Oh, okay, I see.
Or Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
So you want me
It'd be
do
cool to
these?
see if this basement's dry next year.
Yeah, I know. I'm really interested to see how much of a difference that. I mean, that was a crap ton of water, and the pictures that he has sent us since then of the street being wet.
Right.
I mean, that's
I
like
know.
down the street.
Yeah.
There's a stream
Flowing
running
down
down
the
the
street.
street from your basement.
Yeah, it's probably about every 20 minutes or so. It
That's
pumps
amazing.
because right now it's still it's
It's
catching
very
up to
saturated.
all the water.
Yeah.
So my backyard and probably whatever's underneath the house, there's a lot of sand infestus in the soil. Crystal City had the glass factory,
Yeah.
but there's a reason why. I mean, there was so much sand
Yeah.
down here.
Silicon.
Yeah, so and sand doesn't really hold water as well as like your other material, your other dirts and
Clays.
stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of
right.
Jefferson County.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of Jeff County's clay.
Yeah, clay and rock. Yeah, so. But anyway, keep those around because we're gonna need those. The bottle and the can.
How we give direction on camera and we have conversations.
What kind
on
of
camera?
producer is this?
I'm sure that whole conversation over there will be picked up.
So, Greg, do we want to do the soda real quick while it was freshly poured?
Yeah,
It's
that's
probably still cold.
fine. I just wanted to say, it kind of sucks though. Like you were saying, get it done.
Right.
I've been there 12 years now.
Yeah.
We're moving.
Yeah.
Right.
This
and that's
is more
that's
of
the whole reason you're. I mean, realistically, if you were going to stay in that house, you would have needed to have it done anyway.
right.
But that's the impetus to have it done is that you guys are going to try and put your house on the market soon.
Yeah.
And move. So, yeah, it sucks you got to write a check for that, but
Hopefully it'll be a big selling point though. Like,
Yeah. Because he has a contract or a warranty.
Yeah.
And it goes with the address.
Oh, that's
Good.
great. Yeah.
good.
So.
What do you got
All right.
up
So what do
next
we have
for
here,
us?
Greg?
Well, so I think we talked about it a few podcasts ago. We had Stranger Things, the Volume 3 is coming out in, I think July
Yeah.
is when it comes out. And they actually teamed up with Coke to do new Coke. Remember in the 1985?
Oh, yeah. New Coke. Yeah,
Coke
everybody got
came
bent
out.
out of shape.
Yeah, everyone was like, "What the hell is this?" So they did it because they were losing, to Pepsi. Yeah, for
Really?
the first time because a lot of their advertising stuff they had Michael Jackson.
Right.
Oh, their advertising was working. The choice of a new generation.
Yeah, the blind guy.
The Pepsi challenge.
Ray Charles.
Ray Charles. Thank
The
you.
Pepsi challenge was a big thing. Which do you prefer better? And a lot of people would choose Pepsi, and that
That's
was
right.
before. So
I forgot all about that.
So Coke was like, we need to compete. We need to take our formula and change it to be more like Pepsi, which seems crazy,
Yeah.
But they did it.
And more or less, what did that mean? More sugar.
More sugar.
Right.
And it didn't really work. Well, in the long run, it did because it didn't work because people didn't like it. They didn't like the new flavor. They wanted their old flavor back. And what Coke ended up doing is they came out with Coca-Cola Classic.
Okay.
And then they still had new Coke, and finally it was discontinued. I think in some areas it stuck around for a long time, but I don't remember it being around that long afterwards. But then Coke Classic became like a huge thing, and it became like over Pepsi again.
Interesting.
So in these two glasses we have
Coke Classic and new
we
Coke.
have the original. They just say original taste because I don't think they've used Coke Classic in years anymore.
Probably not.
I don't know that
And
I'm
new Coke.
that much of a Coke connoisseur to be able to tell the difference.
Well,
Oh, I bet I can.
yeah.
It's probably not gonna smell any different, will it?
I think the one in the what do you call this? A
Tumbler?
Wine.
No.
goblet?
I don't
I don't know.
Short
Smaller
stubby.
glass.
Yeah, the smaller glass
The
smells like
stemless
Coke
one-
to me, and the one in the
I
pint
agree.
glass doesn't have much of an aroma at all.
I agree.
The one in the pint glass
I don't smell anything.
No,
that smells more like a Coke.
like a stale
Really?
Coke, like a flat
Stale,
Coke.
yeah.
Yeah. What?
Yeah,
What do
this
you say?
No, I agree with him. This smells,
This smells
like
like Coke to me.
No, I mean they both smell like Coke, but I'm saying by smell.
This.
I smell. I
this
say this is
Coke.
Coca-Cola
This is
Classic.
a sweeter one. This is a sweeter one.
But
right
what,
here.
is it Coke
Classic?
or
This
is
is
it
the new
Coke?
one. In the
What?
round glass is the new
Wait
Coke.
a minute. Wait a minute.
In
Wait a
the
minute.
pint glass
no,
is
I
we hit-
disagree.
we have
to-
This is original.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree.
We have to.
This is
we have to-
original.
We have
No.
to agree on the definition first, okay?
Okay.
Well, it says on the damn can, new.
So if I'm
You have to.
based on aroma alone,
Correct.
This is what I'm saying.
Yes,
right here.
I agree with you.
this is the classic
the one
Coke.
we always have and have had
Yes.
You haven't
every
even
day for
tasted
the
it
last
yet.
20
Okay,
years.
yeah. This is what I'm saying. This
Oh, so
is
you're on the-
No, you're wrong.
I'm the opposite.
Okay.
So-
all right.
Yeah,
So that's by
All right, that's by smell.
Wait.
So let's.
Greg, do this.
Wait. What are we? Which one are we tasting
the
first?
small
Oh,
one first.
what do you wanna
the
do?
small
Yeah,
one
let's
first.
do the
Let's
small
do
one
one
first.
Okay.
That's Coke.
I think so.
That's new
I'm
Coke.
not 100%.
That's new Coke. That is so much sweeter.
It does taste pretty sweet. That's what I was gonna say,
But
but
okay,
I'm not 100% sure.
if you have beer left, cleanse your
I
palate.
don't. I wish I
Cleanse
did
your palate.
have something to
You
clean
want
it with.
to
Oh,
a
here.
shot of my vodka?
Here.
Oh, Greg's gonna give me something.
There's
Man, I'm gonna have to take another swig of this.
You gotta cleanse your palate between drinking the flavors. Oh damn! What are you letting
So-
him drink?
Well, no,
Is
I'm
that,
gonna.
that's
I'm
not
gonna
Lil Jif, is it?
No, that's berry smoothie.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna split that with you. Though.
Okay, so it did seem very sweet,
That's Coke.
but Coke to me seems very sweet.
I agree.
All right, we got
I'm
Alright.
still
now.
I'm still under the impression that the round stubby glass is
Round stubby.
is the glass the original.
The one
Coke.
we're used to.
Yes.
Now I gotta say, I normally drink Diet and Coke Zero, so
Well, there's
my
the problem.
taste buds may be a little off.
Hey, I got very little Coke. You guys got no. That's not the same.
Right.
This one has
No.
no smell.
I mean, it's very very faint.
That's your regular Coke. That's regular Coke.
Oh, maybe
It's definitely less sweet.
it is definitely less sweet.
Yeah, you might be right, but this one just seems like it has this. Man, I'm torn.
I agree.
I gotta say, I think I prefer the
Because
sweeter
it's
one.
sweeter.
And that's new Coke is supposed to be sweeter.
Well,
I
because
think
it was.
Greg might be right. I think our original impression of the smell is incorrect.
Might be.
You might be
I'm gonna
right.
go back. I'm gonna go back to the short stubby.
Back to the short stuff.
You can never go wrong with short and stubby.
That sweetness, yeah, it's definitely a lot sweeter.
Okay. Rather than saying which you think is which, which do you prefer?
Oh, that's a good question.
Do you prefer short and stubby?
I prefer.
Or do you prefer long and slender?
Until we know which it actually is, we're gonna have to go. But I like the short and stubby.
I think I like short and stubby too.
No, I prefer the.
Do you really? Because it's less sweet.
I like less sweet. I like just regular tea instead of sweet tea.
Gasoline and.
I don't like super
No,
sweet stuff.
that's not a bad flavor.
I like making Kool-Aid without sugar.
without the added sugar. Because just the Kool-Aid.
I like red water.
Okay, so producer, what do we have?
Alright, the short and stubby is New Coke.
Interesting.
Greg nailed
So
it.
Greg was right.
No.
We should have known better
He knows his Coke.
than to argue with Mr. 80s.
That's right. Huh.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's a definite difference though.
And I could see I could see the general populace saying that New Coke was too sweet because it is very sweet.
Yeah.
Very sweet.
Did I hear right? Did you tell me this? That the New Coke recipe is what was used to make Diet Coke? And
Yeah,
they still use that?
That's what I heard. But I've heard that they have changed it over time. But it was the original. They used, and it may have just been recently. So like they took because when they were making new Diet Coke, I think New Coke was out, and they took that formula and just made a diet version.
You know what we should have done? Classic Coke, New Coke, and Pepsi blind taste.
I'm pretty sure I could pick out Pepsi.
Pepsi, to me, is very similar to the New Coke recipe as far as sweetness.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't
Very,
really
very
care
sweet.
for Pepsi much. It is.
See, we were a Pepsi house growing up, man. That's all my dad
We were a Coke house.
At least you weren't a crack house.
We were a Coke house.
I imagine your mom and dad really enjoying hearing that. I wonder why Granny had so many friends coming and going. So many ladies of the evening.
So yeah, but I prefer. Well, I don't want to drink Diet Pepsi. I drink the.
I can't do either Diet Coke or Diet Pepsi.
I like the it used to be called Pepsi Max. Now it's just Pepsi Zero Sugar. I guess to compete with Coke's Zero.
Right.
But I like the Pepsi version better.
Do you really? You like more quote unquote diet Pepsi better than Diet Coke?
Yeah. Well,
see, I think Diet Pepsi.
The Pepsi Max or Pepsi
But
Zero Sugar.
But what's the difference between Pepsi Max and Diet Pepsi?
No idea.
Okay.
But I think it's kind of like the Coke Zero. It still has no calories or whatever, but
it's the sweetener.
It has a little,
right?
yeah. It's
either sucralose or
yeah. Like they all used to use NutraSweet until saccharin causes cancer in rats, and then they found out that that's not really true. So then they brought that. So I don't know.
Back to the Diet Coke thing. I wonder what has better sales, like Diet Coke or regular Coke?
Well, I don't know. That's a great question.
I was just trying to look it up, but I couldn't find it. It seems like in the grocery stores that it's like, it's like 50-50 as far as what you see.
I would bet Diet Coke has better sales.
That's what I was kind of thinking too.
I don't know what I'm basing that on, but
there are people that are like die-hard Diet Coke.
My mom.
Like they will not touch anything else.
Yeah, she had to switch to Diet Pepsi due to a stomach issue. But before that, it was Diet Coke, period. End of sentence.
Yeah.
Well, you know what, though? I like Ices, Slurpees, Coke.
Yep.
If you have a Coke Icy or Slurpee, so much better than if they had Pepsi.
Yep. And why is that?
I don't know. It's like it doesn't freeze. I don't know. It doesn't taste right.
Agree.
Something's off about it.
I agree 100%.
And you don't find a Pepsi version of those very often, but when you do, you're like,
But I'm sure that's a contractual issue. the reason why you don't see frozen Pepsi.
Yeah.
It's a contract thing.
Although I feel the same way about frozen Dr. Pepper. I see that too.
Yeah, it's like eating frozen prunes.
Frozen prune? Is that
I mean, that's
Dr.
what-
Pepper's made from prunes?
That's the primary flavor, right?
I don't know.
I'm surprised you don't know that.
No.
I think so.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Diet
So-
Coke sales overtake Classic Coke as a soft drink giant.
Greg,
Yes.
why are you wearing the shirt you're wearing?
Oh,
Don't
Oh,
let
this-
it clean.
this whole thing? Oh, this whole thing? Well,
Probably hasn't done laundry.
you see, we had to move our washer and dryer for them to dig. Haven't been able to do, well, anyway, no. Blues,
Yes, sir.
final game, Stanley
Tonight.
Cup Finals, Game 7.
Did I predict it?
I don't know, did you?
You guys got onto me like so hard like a week ago whenever I said, "Oh, next Wednesday's Game 7."
Yeah, because you're a
Oh,
jerk. You
yeah.
can't say that.
That's why. Way to go,
Yeah.
asshole.
No, we know the real reason that we go to Game
Yeah.
7.
So,
You keep going to games.
Right.
so Blues are in Boston. Unfortunately, they're not here.
They
but
had a chance to do
It's
it
okay.
here.
They have an amazing road record.
Oh my God, they're road
9
record
and 3 in the
9 and
playoffs.
3 in the playoffs, road record,
Better-
which is amazing.
They were better in the regular season as well, right?
Yes, yeah.
However-
Like, markedly better.
Yeah.
So, do you want to tell how you have never been to a winning playoff game?
So here's the thing.
Yet you've been to what, 5, 6 of them now?
One,
Those are the games they lost.
one,
Yeah.
yeah. Won the first round, won the second round, won the third round, 2 the fourth round,
So 5 playoff games you've been to.
and they have lost every one of them.
Every one of them.
So going into it,
And they've won.
you know, I
How many?
so
Thank goodness you're not traveling.
yeah, no shit. So I didn't really care about. I cared, but the other ones I knew they had a likelihood of winning the other rounds. The Stanley Cup Final, it's like, okay, I'm going to at least one game in the Stanley Cup Final because we had a 12 game pack, season pack.
Yeah.
So we had first rights to buy season playoff passes. So hell yeah, we're gonna do that. So me and a ticket partner split the home games for the playoffs. I went to the one, he went to the other. No big deal. Every one my ticket partner has gone to, they won except for the last one that he took me to. So yeah. So when they get to the finals, it's like, okay, well, game 6. So game 6, they're in St. Louis.
I get it though.
They are
man.
up 3-2.
I'm
Do
not.
you not go?
Right, I know.
I don't blame you.
But okay,
I don't blame
right,
you.
go with my record. Right.
Go with your record.
No, but here's the other part of that equation. When they won Game 5 and went up 3-2 against Boston, see the tickets to the final round games were going for $1,000 a ticket. My seats, which cost me $130 a seat, were going for $1,000 a ticket.
Wow.
The instant they won Game 5 and made it so that they would be up 3-2 going into Game 6, those tickets jumped to $2,000 a ticket.
Jeez.
So I'm having conversations with my ticket partner like, dude, we could sell these tickets and buy a half season or a whole season pass for our 3 seats and have money left over.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the Blues would have won.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Wait, did you sell 2 of them?
No, Chris, his wife, and I went to our 3
okay.
seats were used. So that was the other reason why I was feeling good going into Game 6. Chris and his wife had been every game they won. There were the good luck charms. I was wearing my lucky shirt, my lucky shorts. I wasn't wearing this hat.
I
I
love
wasn't
how you
wearing
said-
my.
Oh, it's Annette and Jackson
Yeah, it was
that are the
totally
bad
bad.
luck.
Yeah. No, apparently it's me.
Yeah.
But the weird thing, the funny
We knew
thing
it the
about
whole
this
time.
is every regular we had a 12-game pack, so I went to 6 games throughout the season. Every game we went to throughout the regular season, they won.
That's an amazing record.
See, and then
Yeah.
you went to the playoffs and you forgot the genuflect when you walked in the
Apparently.
aisle, you know?
Apparently.
Yeah. What the heck?
So
you know?
I mean,
Especially considering how bad they were.
oh,
during the
January.
first half.
So January 3rd, halfway more.
I
than half-
remember you going, Of course, the season that I buy
I said it on the podcast. I said the season that I buy season tickets. My first season, I have wanted to buy season tickets since I was in high school, buying some sort of pack of season tickets. The first season I buy season tickets, they sucked ass. They were they were last place.
January 3rd.
On January 3rd. They were last place in the league. 32nd team out of 32 teams.
But every game you went to, they won. That's
every
amazing.
game I went to, they won.
Even though they were the last place team.
Yeah.
Then Winnipeg came.
And the way that it worked, we went to, more or less, the way that it worked, we went to one game a month through the regular season. And that, to me, it was perfect. It was great. We've renewed for next year. We have a 12-game pack for next year, so we might upgrade to a whole season pass, or a half season pass.
That's the way to do it. It gets expensive if you...
It gets very expensive.
Because here's the thing. I mean, same with the Cardinals. Even if you are given tickets, they're not free.
No.
Because you gotta think about parking, you gotta think about food.
So, our example, we parked in the parking garage every game through the regular season. That's $20.
Yeah.
We ate at the concession stands in the stadium. That was $14 a person for a burger and fries.
Yeah.
Then we Jackson got a soda that was refillable. Was it a free refill or a 25-cent refill? So, I mean, by the end of it, let's say $60, $75 into it every night.
Yeah.
Plus our tickets, which were $30 a seat. If you do the math based on season,
driving up there,
but it was great. We had it was money. Well, it was roughly $600 for us to do that, to buy the seats for the year. Money well spent. Now, with that said, $600 for the regular season for those 6 games for me to go to for 3 seats. I think I told you what it cost me for the playoffs for those 3 seats. $4,600.
Yeah. But you made a lot of that back.
Right? I made most of that back. Yeah, by selling it to Greg, his brother, another friend of mine. Well, actually, 2 other friends of mine.
Did any of those that you sell above face value?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
that's the way to do it.
Yeah. And I would have loved. I honestly, if it wasn't for my ticket partner Chris, I would have sold Game 6 for $2,000 a ticket. But he talked me out of it.
So how does that work? Whenever you have 3, so he has 3 and you have 3?
No, we have 3 as a group, and then he and I were splitting he would go to one game and he would use the 3 seats. We'd go to one game, we would use the 3 seats. And that's how you guys you went with your brother,
right?
His friend of
his brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it worked out great. So there's a potential that we would upgrade to a half season pack, which would be I think 21 games. Well, that's not right. Yeah, I think
that's right.
21
games.
80-something
games in a season, right?
No.
60, isn't it?
No, it's either 40 or 80.
Games in a season. Like total games.
Total
half
games.
Would be
half would be home, and half okay, right.
Yeah.
So it'd be 21 games. 42 games at home a season.
So 80.
So it'd be 21 games.
Yeah.
We're looking at adding a third person to our group, and it'd be about $900, and we would have 7 games.
Oh, so you have a 3-way split.
We'd have a 3-way split for 21 games. Yeah. Everybody wishes for a 3-way split, right?
Yep. What else is on the agenda? So go Blues, go Blues, go Blues.
Go Blues. Swimming?
Yeah, so tonight is the game. Game 7.
Game 7. Go Blue. Layla's going to be there.
Yes.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, someone was cutting onions whenever I watched that video.
You know, what? How did the Gloria thing start?
So
I have no
really?
idea.
I heard this story about 4,000 times.
I don't know this story at all.
It's about 6.
I started hearing
less than an hour. It's 57 minutes of game time, boys.
Oh, okay.
So, Gloria, the Blues were in the middle of their horrible losing season. They were in Pittsburgh or Philadelphia. I don't remember which.
I think it was Philly for a playoff game. Well, they were watching.
They were watching a Philadelphia Eagles playoff game.
Yeah, but they were in Philadelphia.
They were in a bar called Jack's.
I've seen that on the news.
Jack's
the bar.
something. Anyway.
And then they're like, now they're all fans.
Aces or something.
Jack's Ace. No.
The people in that bar.
It's a total blues. It's a total blues bar now. when the Eagles won their playoff game, they played Gloria in the bar. And there were like 5 or 6 blues players in that bar when that won, and it kind of stuck. So the next game they won.
Well, they were laughing at the people dancing to it.
Oh, really?
And they decided, hey, play it again, play Gloria again, and they were getting a big kick out of it. That it had nothing to do with the actual game.
Really?
itself.
I thought it did.
No, they just happened to play it while they're And
so the next game,
they had never heard it because they're all like,
younger than half our age.
Yeah.
I didn't really know the song either.
Really?
You've never
heard Gloria?
I mean, yeah, it was like a distant memory.
5 years old, I remember that being on the radio all the time.
Yeah.
Whatever my mom listened to.
So, I think the next game after that was one of Bennington's first starting games, which they won.
Oh, okay.
So they came back into the locker room after that first win and said, play Gloria. And it just kind of stuck.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that's where it came from.
Okay.
Pretty cool. Gloria Brannigan's management company, which still owns the rights to that song, has bought in wholeheartedly.
Oh yeah, her Twitter account, whoever runs her Twitter account, is all about it.
It's pretty crazy. Which is crazy. So she died back in the early 2000s, late 90s, where Brannigan did, and she has a Twitter account.
2004 or something.
Okay, so maybe she
Twitter?
already had a Twitter account then when she
2004.
died. Her management company's
Maybe
running
it's 2014.
No, that's not right. No, it's not 2014.
Hey Google, when did Laura say it? When did Laura Brannigan die?
When did Laura Brannigan die? August 26, 2004.
Oh, that was right the first.
So I guess she could have had a Twitter account before.
In 2004, no.
No?
Twitter wasn't around then.
Are you sure?
Yes.
When was Twitter found?
2006.
2006. Very good.
Man.
Wow. Don't argue.
You should go do trivia sometime.
So so down that rabbit hole, how weird is it that her management company has created her a Twitter account?
Yeah.
In her likeness and her, I guess, memory that they managed years after they created it years after she died.
Yeah.
Brain aneurysm.
Yeah.
Well,
that's depressing.
So, getting to
Awkward pause.
this is a short little thing that
That's what she said.
I shouldn't phrase it that way. So, Molly and I and Millie, we were going to my parents' house to go to the pool on Sunday. So we had all our stuff packed or whatever, the
Swimming trunks, the noodles.
I had my trunks on. I brought some shorts with me and then some shoes and stuff.
Picnic basket.
Floaties.
So I called, so we left, and Molly realized, she goes, I don't have any clothes to change into. I'm like,
What are you doing?
I gotta
okay, let's turn around. Look at him, just so unprofessional.
I'm gonna pee my pants if I don't know.
Well, how much have you been drinking?
He's had 2 glasses of.
So I guess we're talking now.
No, I'll replace them.
So we turn around so she can go get clothes or whatever. So I'm waiting outside for her to come back out, and then she yells out, "Hey, do you have underwear?"
Yeah.
And then I realize, you think, oh shit, I packed shorts, but I don't have underwear. Because, swimming trunks have a liner.
Yeah.
I go, no, I don't have any underwear. And then she goes, all right. And then I look behind me, my neighbor's standing outside. He's right there. I don't know what he's thinking.
He obviously heard this conversation.
Yeah. Do you have underwear? No.
Of course. Perfect timing.
Yeah, perfect timing. So that was that.
That's funny.
Man.
It's been a good show.
I don't even know how long. I don't know when we started to even know.
We started about like 5.
I think we started around 6:45.
Yeah.
I think we started about 4.
I guess we need to wait for him to finish doing what he's doing.
You know,
man.
kid, he's taking a dump. He's dropping a deuce. I can't wait.
Just pee.
Dude, your pants are undone.
No, they're done, not. This is my belt.
Put
Who comes out with their belt on?
Oh,
and your
that's
pants
every
down
day here.
around your ankles.
He was in a hurry. Maybe get back to the show.
Is this show over yet?
This has been the best show. Look at
You people are assholes.
You walked
in front of the camera.
You walked in front of the camera. It's not like you could have. You could have buckled in the bathroom and zipped
Like a decent human being.
I was zipped and buttoned before I came out.
Things get too comfortable whenever we thought
No kidding. Good thing we're not staying around for the Blues game because
The pants are coming off in 20 minutes.
he'll just walk. He won't even close the door. When he goes,
Oh, God.
well,
Oh,
I think
man.
that's a show. What have we learned this week? Do we like new Coke better than old Coke?
I do. I think Josh does.
No.
Well,
it's too
it's the
sweet.
one you picked was the Coke.
By scent only.
So-
No, you said it by taste too, didn't you?
No, I went with him.
So two out of 3 people enjoy new Coke better than. So
Yeah.
I don't know what happened in 1985.
So, are they going to continue to sell new
Nah,
new Coke?
that's like
just
it's,
a-
but it has a Stranger Things logo on the
Oh,
back,
okay.
and yeah, I think all these.
Yeah, that one does.
So yeah, and all that Stranger Thing. It was a way to sell
Sure.
stuff to suckers like me, you know.
Oh yeah, by the way, Mom says you're doing all the dishes.
Do what?
Doing all the dishes.
Oh, okay. But I'm not the only one drinking out of them. So anyway, guess that's the show.
Yeah. it's a good one.
StuckInBetaPodcast.com. We're usually live or we're somewhere doing a show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
So
On Wednesdays.
I guess that's it. Sorry if the audio quality is a little off this week. But let's see. Can I figure out?
We
how
should
to-
be back next week, right?
Should be. I'm gonna have to move that a little bit further out
Yeah.
because that corner is where the sump is.
Yeah.
Unless you're gonna fall into, you know.
Whatever.
All right. We'll see you next time. Hey, there were people chatting. Love from Norway.
What?
Yeah. Catherine Who says, "Oh, whoa, Japan. Hey guys, how you doing?" So we had some love out there
Oh, because it was on.
on Twitch.
Oh. Huh. Isn't it always on Twitch?
Yeah.